I'm Mark Porter McGee. I'm Campaign Manager of Mind the Gaps and COO at Concan. This is my fourth and final video update for you because this is the last week of the campaign. We're literally down to the last couple days, and I hope to be able to start this video off by talking about our victories in the Senate with our data transparency and teacher quality bills. We haven't gotten there yet, but as soon as we have news for you, you'll be hearing from us, and we're going to be working extremely hard around the clock to make sure we get to victory on those bills. But we know that there's no silver bullet for closing the achievement gap, and we're going to have to do a number of things right in order to make the kind of progress we want. So in addition to data transparency and teacher quality, we're also working really hard behind the scenes around the third pillar of Mind the Gaps, and that's charter schools. You hear a lot about charter schools from us and others. Why do we talk so much about charter schools? Why are we so passionate about these schools? It's really about the impact they're having on Connecticut kids. These are amazing schools around the state that are doubling student achievement. They're doubling the number of students on the path to college and beyond. They're making incredible inroads in closing the achievement gap, and that's why they deserve our support. And that's why we work so hard for them in this session and every year to make sure that we're growing these incredible islands of excellence around our state. Charter school funding is something that's very precarious every year. It's funded out of a single line item in the state budget. And when you start a school, there's no guarantee that it's going to get the grades it needs to become a complete school. If you start a kindergarten with a kindergarten grade and a first grade, there's no guarantee you're going to get the second grade and the third grade and the fourth grade for that to become a complete school. If you start a high school with a ninth grade, there's no guarantee it's going to get the 10th grade and the 11th grade and the 12th grade it needs. Right now in New Haven, there's an incredible charter high school called Amistad High, and its 11th graders have no guarantee they're going to have a 12th grade to graduate. This is a school that got 100% of its students to proficient last year. The school that's one of the highest performing high schools in the state, and we don't know whether those students are going to be able to continue on their path to college. And that is really what charter funding is about this year. When we say charter funding, what we're really talking about is avoiding the tragedy of a half-completed bridge. And these aren't bridges that carry cars, these are bridges that carry kids to college. And we've come so close and we've invested so much in these schools, it would be an incredible tragedy to not take it the rest of the way. And that's what we're working on so hard this year, is to get the funding restored that we need to complete these schools that are doing so much for Connecticut kids. This is my last campaign update, and you know that we've got a lot of balls in the air. We're working really hard across all three of the Mind the Gaps issues. And this is your last chance to give to this campaign. This is your last chance to stand up and say you care about the achievement gap, you care about providing great schools for all students, and you know that making smart policy changes is one of the best ways we can get to that goal. So I hope that you'd click on that contribute button, you'd give to Concan, and in giving you'd be standing up and joining fellow advocates across the state that this is the top issue we should be focused on, and that we need to get the job done. We need to get all the way to victory this year, this crucial year, on behalf of our kids.